In a bustling city where the hum of engines and the gleam of luxury cars define ambition, a high-end dealership stood as a temple of opulence. Its showroom, a symphony of polished chrome and pristine glass, attracted dreamers and connoisseurs alike. On this particular day, the air buzzed with anticipation as sunlight poured through the windows, illuminating the sleek curves of vehicles that promised power and prestige. Among the crowd, a man of quiet demeanor entered unnoticed. Keanu Reeves, clad in his signature understated style, moved with an unhurried grace, his eyes scanning the showroom floor. Known for his love of speed and simplicity, he sought not just a car but a connection, a machine that resonated with his soul. Yet, his unassuming presence drew skepticism from the dealership's overbearing manager, whose sharp gaze assessed Keanu as an unlikely buyer. The encounter spiraled quickly. The manager, blinded by arrogance, dismissed Keanu with thinly veiled disdain, his words cutting through the polished air with unwarranted hostility. When Keanu's quiet composure failed to appease him, the situation escalated into an unthinkable act. The manager forcibly removed him, leaving onlookers frozen in disbelief. The contrast between the manager's aggression and Keanu's calm exit was striking, a silent testament to character over chaos. But the story did not end there. What followed transformed the incident into something far greater. Keanu, rather than succumbing to bitterness, channeled the experience into a profound act of generosity. His response, a substantial donation to a local charity providing transportation for the underprivileged, spoke volumes, turning humiliation into hope. The dealership, now grappling with public backlash, scrambled to make amends, but Keanu's focus remained on spreading kindness, not resentment. This moment rippled beyond the dealership's walls, igniting conversations about humility, respect, and the power of grace. Keanu's actions reminded everyone that even in a world of luxury and status, true worth lies in how one chooses to respond to adversity. The bustling car dealership, nestled in the heart of a vibrant city, was a gleaming showcase of opulence and innovation. Its showroom boasted floor-to-ceiling windows, reflecting the urban skyline, while rows of luxury vehicles sparkled under meticulously arranged lights. The staff, dressed sharply in tailored suits, exuded an air of professionalism, though the pressure to meet sales quotas often revealed cracks in their polished demeanor. Keanu Reeves, a man of quiet charisma and a deep appreciation for craftsmanship, entered the dealership with a purpose. Known for his humility despite his fame, Keanu's love for both motorcycles and cars stemmed from a childhood fascination with mechanics and speed. His unassuming attire, a worn leather jacket and scuffed boots, belied his status, a deliberate choice to stay grounded. The dealership manager, Mark, was a sharp-tongued, ambitious figure whose impatience often overshadowed his judgment. Driven by a desire to impress high-profile clients, Mark misjudged Keanu's intentions, seeing only a casually dressed man who, in his eyes, didn't belong. This miscalculation set the stage for the confrontation that followed, a moment that would redefine the dealership's values. Witnesses to the incident included Sarah, a junior sales associate with a kind heart but limited authority, and Jake, a veteran mechanic who admired Keanu's work in the motorcycle world. Both were stunned by Mark's behavior and felt powerless to intervene. Their respect for Keanu grew as they watched him handle the situation with grace, leaving the dealership without a word of complaint. Keanu's decision to respond with generosity rather than anger was rooted in his life philosophy, shaped by personal loss and a commitment to kindness. His donation to a local transportation charity not only helped those in need but also inspired Sarah and Jake to advocate for change within their workplace. The ripple effect of his actions transformed the dealership's culture, fostering empathy and respect. Through this encounter, the city's residents were reminded of the profound impact of compassion. Keanu's ability to rise above negativity and inspire others left an indelible mark, proving that even in the fast-paced, high-stakes world of luxury automobiles, humanity and humility could shine brighter than any polished car. In a surprising twist, the dealership's assistant manager, overhearing the commotion, recognized Keanu Reeves and rushed to intervene, but not before an elderly customer stepped forward to defend the actor. The elderly man revealed himself as a retired luxury car designer who had once worked with Keanu on a secret charity project involving custom vehicles for disabled veterans. Keanu Reeves entered the bustling luxury car dealership with a quiet determination, his goal clear: to find a car that balanced innovation and elegance. Yet, his unassuming demeanor led to an immediate obstacle. The manager, misjudging his casual appearance, dismissed him rudely, culminating in an unjust ejection from the showroom. Onlookers were stunned, their curiosity piqued by the calmness with which Keanu handled the humiliation. Undeterred, Keanu turned his focus to a larger purpose. He contacted a local charity, pledging a significant donation to fund transportation for underserved communities. His actions showcased his ability to channel adversity into meaningful change, inspiring admiration from those who witnessed his response. The dealership, facing public backlash, reached out to apologize. Keanu's acceptance of their apology was not just gracious but transformative. He encouraged the implementation of new customer service practices, fostering a culture of empathy. This deepened relationships, not just between Keanu and the dealership, but also within the community. As the story spread, Keanu's actions sparked conversations about kindness and respect. His ability to rise above negativity reminded everyone that challenges can be opportunities for growth. Relationships were strengthened, and his influence left an enduring legacy of compassion. The morning hum of the bustling dealership was abruptly interrupted when Keanu Reeves, casually dressed and unassuming, entered to explore a potential purchase. The atmosphere shifted when an overconfident manager, misjudging his appearance, dismissed him as a window shopper. Tensions escalated as the manager, in an act of unwarranted force, escorted Keanu out, leaving employees and customers stunned by the unexpected scene. Keanu's calm departure masked the brewing storm of consequences. Instead of retaliating, he orchestrated a surprising act of generosity, donating to a local charity focused on transportation for underserved communities. This quiet defiance of negativity sparked a wave of public admiration and introspection. The dealership, now grappling with a PR nightmare, scrambled to make amends. Their apology was met with Keanu's characteristic grace, as he used the moment to advocate for respect and empathy. The incident disrupted the dealership's routine, forcing them to overhaul their customer service practices and reflect on their values. Keanu's response, rooted in compassion, became a catalyst for change, inspiring others to rethink their actions. What began as an unpleasant encounter transformed into a powerful reminder of the strength found in kindness and resilience. The aftermath of the incident rippled far beyond the dealership's walls. Among the onlookers that day was Elena, an ambitious journalist with a knack for uncovering human interest stories. Intrigued by Keanu's calm demeanor and unexpected generosity, she decided to dig deeper into his motivations. Her investigation led her to uncover the charity's struggles, revealing how Keanu's donation had not only provided transportation for underprivileged families but also inspired renewed community support. Meanwhile, the dealership's staff faced internal turmoil. Sophia, a junior salesperson who had witnessed the manager's outburst, wrestled with guilt for not speaking up. Determined to make amends, she proposed a community outreach program to her superiors, aiming to rebuild the dealership's tarnished reputation. Her idea gained traction, sparking a shift in the company's culture. As the story gained traction, another subplot emerged. A young mechanic named Javier, who worked at the dealership's service center, saw Keanu's act of kindness as a call to action. Javier, who had been quietly designing an innovative electric vehicle prototype in his spare time, decided to reach out to Keanu with his vision. The hope of collaborating with someone he admired gave him the courage to pursue his dream. Elena's article, once published, captured the public's imagination, framing the incident as a catalyst for change. Readers connected with the themes of humility, redemption, and the ripple effects of compassion. The dealership's transformation, Sophia's initiative, and Javier's aspirations became part of a larger narrative about how one moment could inspire growth in unexpected ways. Keanu, though reluctant to remain in the spotlight, graciously acknowledged the positive developments. He quietly met with Javier to discuss the young mechanic's prototype, offering advice and connections to industry leaders. This meeting marked the beginning of a mentorship that would later redefine Javier's career and contribute to advancements in sustainable automotive technology. The dealership's staff, now grappling with the fallout, faced mounting pressure as news of the incident spiraled online, drawing sharp criticism. Employees whispered among themselves, tensions rising as they feared for their jobs. Meanwhile, the manager responsible for ejecting Keanu found himself at odds with the dealership owner, who demanded accountability. Their heated exchanges revealed deeper cracks in the business, with accusations of arrogance and poor leadership surfacing. Unbeknownst to the dealership, Keanu's quiet act of generosity had inspired a young employee who witnessed the incident. Struggling with personal financial challenges, she decided to volunteer at the very charity Keanu had supported, finding purpose and hope in the process. Her story, shared on social media, added another layer to the unfolding drama. As the dealership scrambled to regain public trust, a rival luxury car brand seized the moment, offering Keanu a custom-built vehicle as a gesture of goodwill. This move not only intensified competition but also threatened the dealership's reputation further, as customers began questioning their values. Amid the chaos, Keanu received a heartfelt letter from a struggling artist who had been inspired by his composure. The letter detailed how the artist had faced similar dismissals in life but now felt encouraged to persevere. This unexpected connection deepened the narrative, intertwining lives in unforeseen ways. The dealership's owner, desperate to salvage the situation, proposed a public charity event featuring Keanu to restore their image. However, Keanu, ever discerning, hesitated, torn between the sincerity of their intentions and the risk of being used as a mere PR tool. His decision would ultimately shape the resolution of this intricate web of conflict. The dealership buzzed with unease after the incident, as employees grappled with the fallout of their manager's actions. Meanwhile, Keanu's quiet departure marked not an end but a turning point. That evening, he reflected deeply, recognizing an opportunity to address broader issues of prejudice and assumptions. His decision to donate to a transportation charity was only the beginning. Behind the scenes, the manager faced accountability, his arrogance unraveling as he confronted the consequences of his behavior. For the first time, he questioned the biases that had shaped his actions. This moment of reckoning sparked a personal transformation, setting the stage for redemption. As the story gained traction, the dealership's owner, a pragmatic yet empathetic figure, stepped forward. Determined to repair the damage, she initiated sweeping changes, including mandatory empathy training for all staff. Her leadership became a pivotal force in reshaping the dealership's culture. Simultaneously, Keanu's decision to forgive and advocate for kindness resonated globally. fans and strangers alike were inspired, sparking conversations about humility and the importance of treating others with respect. The ripple effects of his actions extended far beyond the dealership, igniting a movement of compassion. The stage was set for a powerful climax, a public event where Keanu and the dealership collaborated to unveil their shared commitment to positive change. The once hostile setting transformed into a platform for unity, proving that even the most unexpected encounters could lead to profound growth. The dealership buzzed with tension following the incident, the staff exchanging nervous glances as they realized the gravity of their actions. Meanwhile, Keanu's quiet departure left an air of mystery, as if something far greater was about to unfold. Among the onlookers was a young salesperson named Mia, who had silently observed the entire scene. Torn between loyalty to her employer and a growing sense of injustice, she decided to act. Mia discreetly reached out to Keanu later that day, apologizing on behalf of the staff and expressing her admiration for his grace under pressure. To her surprise, Keanu thanked her for her courage, subtly hinting that her willingness to stand up for what was right would not go unnoticed. Their brief interaction planted the seeds of an unexpected alliance. At the dealership, the manager's actions began to face internal scrutiny. A senior executive, who had overheard whispers of the incident, launched an investigation, uncovering a pattern of similar behavior. The manager, once untouchable, now found himself on shaky ground as his allies distanced themselves, sensing a brewing storm. Meanwhile, Keanu's donation to the local charity gained traction, inspiring a movement among the city's elite to contribute to causes supporting transportation and accessibility. The dealership, desperate to salvage its reputation, announced a matching donation initiative, but the gesture was met with skepticism. The public demanded more than financial reparations; they sought genuine accountability. As the dealership scrambled to contain the fallout, Mia found herself at a crossroads. She confided in Keanu, revealing internal documents that exposed systemic issues within the company. Though hesitant to involve himself further, Keanu recognized the potential for meaningful change. Together, they devised a plan to address the root causes of the dealership's toxic culture, setting the stage for a confrontation that would challenge both the company's values and its leadership. In the days that followed, whispers of betrayal and redemption swirled within the dealership. Mia's decision to align with Keanu marked a turning point, her bravery inspiring others to speak out. The stage was now set for a reckoning, one that would determine whether the dealership could rise above its mistakes or crumble under the weight of its past. The dealership's staff scrambled to contain the fallout, but tensions ran high as the manager faced backlash from both colleagues and the public. Internally, employees questioned the culture that allowed such behavior, sparking heated debates about professionalism and respect. Meanwhile, the manager, grappling with guilt and shame, struggled to reconcile his actions with the consequences they unleashed. Keanu's quiet yet impactful response set off a chain reaction, but it wasn't without challenges. The charity he supported, overwhelmed by sudden attention, faced logistical hurdles in scaling its operations. Determined to help, Keanu personally stepped in, rallying his network to provide resources and expertise. As the dealership worked to repair its reputation, they invited Keanu to collaborate on a community outreach project. Initially hesitant, he saw an opportunity to foster meaningful change. However, the emotional stakes rose when Keanu discovered the manager's personal struggles, forcing him to confront the complexity of forgiveness. The media frenzy surrounding the incident threatened to overshadow the deeper message of compassion and growth. Keanu, navigating the fine line between advocacy and spectacle, used his platform to refocus attention on the importance of empathy in everyday interactions. In a final gesture of reconciliation, Keanu and the dealership co-hosted an event celebrating acts of kindness, drawing people from all walks of life. The manager, humbled and transformed, publicly apologized, marking a turning point for everyone involved. The threads of conflict, redemption, and unity converged, leaving a lasting legacy of change. The dealership's manager, now facing public backlash, personally approached Keanu to apologize. Keanu, with his signature humility, accepted the apology but urged the dealership to reflect on its values. He proposed they join his efforts in supporting the local transportation charity, turning a moment of conflict into a shared mission for good. Inspired, the dealership pledged a significant donation and committed to fostering a culture of respect. Meanwhile, the charity, now bolstered by newfound attention, expanded its services, helping countless individuals regain mobility and independence. Keanu's quiet determination became a catalyst for change, proving that even small actions can ripple into profound impact. This story reminds us to choose kindness over anger and to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Let it inspire you to act with compassion in your own life, creating a better world one decision at a time. The events at the dealership became a turning point, not just for those involved but for the broader community. Keanu's calm response and charitable actions inspired others to reevaluate how they approach adversity. The dealership, humbled by their error, embraced meaningful change, implementing rigorous training to ensure every customer felt valued. Employees began fostering a culture of empathy, transforming the showroom into a symbol of second chances. Keanu's quiet yet powerful example reminded the world that dignity and kindness can prevail even in the face of disrespect. His story encouraged others to act with compassion, proving that every misstep holds the potential for redemption. As the dealership thrived under its renewed ethos, Keanu continued his journey, leaving behind a legacy of grace and generosity. His actions urged us all to reflect: how can we turn moments of negativity into opportunities for growth? Let this serve as a call to action: choose understanding over anger, and let kindness redefine your path. In the end, Keanu's experience became more than just a personal triumph, it was a lesson for all. The ripples of his actions extended far beyond the showroom, reminding us that true character lies in how we respond to life's unexpected challenges.